Hark, Kash Patel, I hear you are, well, for the time being at least, Donald Trump's nominee to run the FBI. Now, Mr. Trump's obsessive dislike of the FBI has never been a secret. He still won't shut up about its involvement in the Russia investigation. But, truly, his loathing of the FBI has never been more robustly displayed than with him trying to get you to run it. Normally, presidents nominate someone competent with the objective of not destroying an agency from within. Alas, Mr. Trump has taken a different approach. You are famous for the notorious Nunes memo, wherein you found fault with a warrant the FBI used to look into Mr. Trump's contacts with Russia. While your conclusions were wildly denounced, it made you a darling of MAGA, and more importantly, Donald Trump, who never allows facts to interfere with a purported exoneration. And that is, of course, why you have been nominated to run the organization you criticized. Not because you have any experience apprehending criminals, but because you have experience helping criminals avoid consequences based on technicalities in warrant applications. And that's just one reason you are a singularly bad choice to run any agency tasked with enforcing laws, because you are more likely to ignore laws than enforce them. As the son of immigrants, it makes perfect sense that you wanted to play a part in the wildly xenophobic Trump administration and the incoming anti-immigration Musk administration, even though President Musk's own brother has admitted that Elon was in the country illegally. Hypocrisy is not failing when it's the brand. If you get the job, it won't be your first time working for someone who is also incompetent. After all, you served under House Intelligence Committee Chair Devin Nunes, a kook who sued a cow. In the first impeachment trial of Donald Trump, witnesses said you were a back channel that fed Trump intel on Ukraine, and phone records show that you coordinated with nutty Rudy Giuliani to gin up a scandal about that country, to give Trump pretext to blackmail Zelensky, to get him to lie about Joe and Hunter Biden, to interfere with the 2020 election. Again, your experience with crime is not on the same side the FBI is usually on. Well, except for that time J. Edgar Hoover tried to blackmail Martin Luther King Jr. And speaking of besmirching people, you played a part in getting Secretary of Defense Mark Esper fired by telling Trump Esper was disloyal for not using the military against civilian protesters. Again, not something remotely legal. You've also sold supplements that you claim, without any evidence, counters the effects of COVID vaccines. Again, consumer fraud places you on the wrong side of the law. Last year, you went on Steve Bannon's show to brag about how you and Mr. Trump were going to seek revenge on people, including those in the media who helped Joe Biden steal the 2020 election. Again, making threats based on lies doesn't seem quite legal. Well, you have bragged about leading the prosecution in the investigation into Benghazi. Other people at the DOJ say you played only a minor role. Again, caught lying. You also took the Fifth Amendment to avoid answering questions about the classified documents Mr. Trump removed from the White House. Again, not a good look for the director of the FBI. And good luck getting any references from people who have seen you work. The last time your name was floated, Attorney General William Barr wrote in his memoir that you would become FBI director only over my dead body. And Barr isn't the only person who has worked with you who thinks you are a dangerous idiot. Charles Kupperman, your supervisor in the first Trump administration, said you were unqualified and untrustworthy. And maybe you are seen as a silly kook because you never seem to be able to resist a conspiracy theory, no matter how outlandish. Not just your well-known obsession with the deep state. You've made false claims about 2020 election fraud, QAnon, even signing books with QAnon slogans, vaccines, and how the FBI instigated the January 6th attack on the Capitol. So congratulations, Mr. Patel. An unscrupulous and silly person like you running the FBI would be Mr. Trump's most ruthless revenge upon the organization.